I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. Your love is fading. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. Your love is fading. I feel it. 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 I feel it.
Alright guys, I'm taking my BCAAs.
Rituals and do weird things, and you know, whatever makes you tick and whatever gets you through it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know what to say to that.
Yes, I appreciate it.
No, you got
It looks delicious. It does. Do you want to be on candid camera?
No.
Thank you. So shush up, Nancy.
You want a broken camera?
You wouldn't do that. You'll just buy me another one.
Well, you would buy yourself.
Relationship goals.
He was like, what's the tension of life? He was like, what do you do after you're, you know?
What up, you guys? So I am just in the car line of my daughter's school, waiting for her to get out, and then I will be taking her to karate and jiu-jitsu. I don't know if I told you guys, but my daughter does karate and jiu-jitsu, so she pretty much trains both martial arts 5 days a week. So I am literally, I pick her up from school, we get home, and she is doing homework as quickly as she can, you know, trying to get her little routine down. But I'm actually here really early because than I normally am. It is 2:28, and I usually get here around 2:45 or so, 2:50 to make sure I get her. She gets out at 3:15, so you still have to get here like close to 20 to 30 minutes, a little early, before she gets let out, because it is just a cluster mess. Well, there was a bit of an incident. I've got a story time about my daughter getting bullied on Friday. A little backstory, if you guys don't know, I have an 8-year-old daughter. She's in 3rd grade, and you probably won't see my husband in the vlogs because he's just not a big in the vlog on camera kind of guy, although he did make me breakfast today, and I did take a picture of him cooking, so I don't know if I'm going to insert that clip or not in the vlog today. But my husband's really tall is what I'm trying to get to, and so my daughter, for being 8 years old, people tend to think she's 10 or 11 years old. They don't think she's 8. And the way my daughter's school is set up, it's an elementary school on this side, and across the parking lot is a junior high school. So in order to save time for some of the parents who have kids in both the junior high and the elementary school, the junior high kids get out before the elementary kids. They'll come over, walk across the street, come over and wait for their siblings to get out at 3:15, and then they all together as a collective get in the car with their parents. Their parents essentially only has to wait in one car line to pick up all their kids. And that, I see how that is, you know, conducive for parents that have kids in multiple grade levels. However, it's a privilege for these kids to be on campus with elementary school kids that are range from 5 years old to like 10. I guess these girls, it's like a cluster of them. It's like a clique. It's a crew. It's a squad. I guess they talk to the elementary school kids as they're coming out. So the way my daughter's school works, your kid gets a number. Your kid knows their number. So then when their numbers get called, come out of the atrium of the school and they walk and they get in line or in the queue for my car or your car to pull up, so they get into their coordinating cars. So my daughter, on Friday, she passed the group of girls, and I guess what I didn't know is over the course of the school year, the girls have been trying to talk to my daughter. Like, my daughter is a very shy kid. She does not talk to people she does not know, okay? So I guess the girls have been trying to talk to my daughter on several different occasions, and because my daughter did not respond to them the way they wanted, and she just pretty much ignored them. I mean, there's 5 or 6 girls. That's intimidating for an 8-year-old, and these are junior high girls that are 12, 13 years old. My daughter just ignores them. So I guess they got offended, and so on Friday when my daughter proceeded to pass by the group of girls, they thought it'd be a good idea to point my daughter out and single her out and target her and be like, hey, that's that rude girl that doesn't talk and blah, 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 blah. And they were just talking about my daughter behind her back. So my kid is literally standing in line waiting for my car to pull up, holding back tears because she hears these girls just bad-mouthing her. And she doesn't know any of these girls. So as I pull up, you know your kid, like, you know your baby's cry from their hurt cry, from their hungry cry, from their wet diaper cry when you first have your kid. As a parent, you know your kid's face. You know the look on your kid when there's something wrong. So as she was walking up to the car, like, I could immediately tell something was wrong. So I thought maybe she got in trouble, which never happens, by the way. So I was like, did she get in trouble at school today? Like, what the hell? Like, as soon as she got in the car, I'm like, what's wrong? She bursts into tears and starts beginning to tell me how these junior high girls are talking about her. And I'm like, wait, like, hold up. What? Mama, don't play that. Like, this is the kind of stuff I expect for her to deal with when she's in junior high herself or high school. Not in the 3rd grade. Not at 8 years old. Like, screw that. So I literally whip my car out of this car line, honey, pull into a parking spot, and I'm just like, I need the facts. Give me the details. Like, what happened? What brought this on? And she's so hysterical. Like, my daughter has always had a speech issue growing up. She's been in speech therapy since she was 3 years old. So she has a hard time, saying what it is she feels sometimes or saying what she means. And that's another issue that comes into play with these girls, is that my daughter does have a speech issue. So she doesn't speak to anyone. She has she doesn't always feel confident, I feel like, in her speech abilities. So she just doesn't talk to people. And these girls literally, like, just broke my child's little spirit. And honey, I don't play that. So I wanted to say something to the kids themselves directly, but you don't talk to people's kids. I don't do that, because I'd be upset if someone talked to my kid directly, an adult, instead of going to the chain of command, like going to the principal, vice principal, teacher, something like that. So the principal, who's usually outside, coincidentally, to kind of facilitate the car line, but of course on Friday, this day, she's not outside, so she didn't see this whole thing go down, or I couldn't bring it to her in front of the girls, so that way it could have got squashed, nipped in the bud right then. But went into the office, conferenced with the principal a little bit about it. Don't get me started on this principal, y'all. Let's just not even go there. She's not my favorite person, let's just put it that way. So I pretty much just told her the meat and potatoes of what occurred, what my daughter told me happened, and they agreed, that my daughter in no way should have felt obligated to talk to the girls or engage the girls if she doesn't know them, if she's intimidated by a group of 5 or 6 junior high girls. My daughter's 8 years old. Like, she shouldn't feel like she has to talk to people she doesn't know, whether they're adults, teenagers, kids, whatever, and that she would address it. I don't know how she would address it, because the girls were gone by the time the principal went outside to address it. So I don't know what's gonna happen in this situation. I just know that my daughter doesn't do martial arts for shits and giggles, guys. Like, my daughter doesn't do martial arts just because she likes to do it. She does it because it's almost a preventative measure. Me and my husband, we're from the Bay Area. We've gotten into our share of squabbles and fights and incidents or bullying situations where we didn't really defend ourselves the way we felt we should have or could have, and we got bullied a lot as kids. So because of that, we wanted better for our daughter, and we put her in martial arts since she's been 5. She's been in martial arts, so she can defend herself. But I mean, my daughter shouldn't have to defend herself against some junior high girls at 8 years old. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, especially in the security of the school premises. Like, it's one thing, for if she was riding the school bus or walking home, where you have that bully that's on the school bus. There's not a lot of supervision or anything like that. But this is on, like, literally walking from a couple feet from the inside of the school to wait into a line to get into your mother's car. Like, that's ridiculous that there's that gap of a few feet where bullying is even able to happen. Like I said, I'm here early to try to scope out the scene. I know the main girl that was talking badly about my daughter, so I'm gonna be peeping for her. But I'm also doing this to make sure that it's not just a one-time thing. I've already went to the principal. I've told her what happened in the first incident. Let's just see if the girls continue to mock my daughter or talk about her or do anything like that. And if it continues, like today or the next day or whenever it happens, then we will proceed to where, if I have to, I will go talk to the principal at the junior high, because it is, like I said, a privilege for these junior high students to be able to come on our campus and pick our kids up, like pick up their siblings. Like, I have a friend who said at their school's kind of set up the same way. Junior high kids aren't even allowed on the elementary school campus because of the age difference, and there, I guess, some 8th graders that are like 14 and 15 years old that have been held back and stuff. It's, you know, about creating a safe environment for the younger children. And I'm not with that. Like, I'm not with having these older kids starting their bullying tactics on little kids, especially not my little kid. So we gonna see today how it goes down. Hopefully, fingers crossed, good things I don't have to worry about. You know, that was just a one-time incident. Because one of the incidents was that they were trying to call my daughter over to them. Like, I guess my daughter had a shirt on that had some words on it, and one of the girls was like, hey, come here, let me read your shirt. Again, my daughter does not know this girl. She was in a group of 4 or 5 other girls that are older and bigger than her, so she's like, no, and she just walked into the line like she's supposed to do to wait for my car to pull up. And I guess the girl did not like that, honey, because on Friday, like I said, when she passed by, she got the whole crew involved and was talking about my daughter. So we're gonna make sure that shit doesn't happen again, because I will pump the brakes on this little car, honey. Boop, boop. And we will get out with the principal and adjust that shit right there. Because like I said, I will not have that stuff happening to my child. She barely learning multiplication, and she already getting bullied. No, not mine. Not today, Satan. I'm sorry, y'all. I got candy in my mouth. It is the cinnamon hard candies. I'm trying to kind of hold off my diet by having like hard candies instead of eating like gummy. I'm a candy person. So in the car line, I actually do a Snapchat. If you don't follow me on Snapchat, follow me. I will put my Snapchat name here. It is Nico34. Follow me on Snapchat. I do something called the Car Line Chronicles, where I usually vent about my just stuff that happens in the car line, y'all. Like, I just get frustrated and irritated by just stupid parents or bad kids that you see doing crazy stuff, or just craziness in school or in the car line. I just, like I said, I'm usually here at least 20 minutes or so before my daughter gets out of school. So I got a little bit of time on my hands, probably a little too much time on my hands, to be quite honest. I keep looking over. If you guys keep seeing me like look over the camera, I'm looking to see if I can see the girls, if they're there already, because, or maybe I should stand outside the car at some point. Listen, I am not above intimidation. No, I am above intimidation, but I am not above fighting for my child's rights. Okay? So I will stand out the car so my presence can be felt. My presence can be known. My thoughts of body language can be heard. When it comes to like my 8-year-old, no. Y'all got me messed up. You got my baby messed up. You got my family messed up. Got me messed up.